There's no question that Fortnite is the biggest game in the world right now, from it being free to play, constant updates on a weekly basis, and how you can play it nearly on every device at this point. With the release of the Switch version, it's clear how it has risen to mass popularity and secured a massive 125 million person player base. One other unique trait about the game is that for most platforms it's cross-play and cross-progression from platforms like PC, Xbox, and mobile, but of course excluding PlayStation and Xbox crossplay, which is not a function that is being blocked by PlayStation. While it's a move most can hate yet understand at the same time, their latest move with the Switch version doesn't share that understanding quality. What's going on, guys? TKD123 here, and we're going to talk about the massive mistake PlayStation is making with Fortnite. Out of the four platforms being PC, PlayStation, mobile, and Xbox, most of them support crossplay as stated before. PC and mobile players can play with anyone, but Xbox and PlayStation cannot play with each other. A move most people, including myself, disagree with, but can see PlayStation's perspective. Essentially, PlayStation is in favor of crossplay with the PC and mobile, however not with its competitors like Xbox and the Switch. So why is this? While they've given many lackluster explanations, like them trying to protect their younger audience from other install bases, which is ridiculous, it's clear why they don't want to support cross-console play. It's the same reason Xbox didn't want to support it last gen between the PS3 and the 360. The PS4 is on top. Just as the 360 had the bigger install base for most of its generation, the PS4 wields it now. With well over 70 million PS4s sold, it's no doubt that PlayStation has won over the hearts of gamers this generation. The massive install base that PlayStation has is its competitive advantage in their eyes. They see it as, quote, we have the biggest party on the block, and if you want in, you'll need a PS4. It's their type of situation, and it makes sense from that perspective. It was likely the same reasoning for Xbox when they were on top as well. If PlayStation did enable cross-console play, it'd be great for us with friends that only have Xbox or Switch, but it would also open up that massive player base PlayStation has nurtured and brought about. They would lose that advantage if everyone can play with anyone. They want that exclusivity. They want the ideal situation of if your friends have PS4 and you want to play with them, you'll have to follow suit and purchase one for yourself. And from that sense, it's understandable. Not ideal, but we can understand it. It's a business at the end of the day. However, what they're doing with the Switch is not ideal. Not only is PlayStation blocking cross-console play with the Switch, but the main gripe this week is them also blocking cross-progression with the Switch. If your Epic account is linked with your PS4, you cannot sign in with that same account on Switch. You'll receive an error code with Epic throwing some shade at PlayStation saying it's not Epic's fault this is happening. If your Epic account only has an Xbox, PC, or mobile account linked to it, you'll be able to progress on the Switch just as normal. Use the skins you purchase, continue your investment in your stats and wins, but not if your Epic account is linked with a PS4 account. If it is, you're out of luck and you'll have to make a new account to play on the Switch. It has caused major uproars this week amongst the community, with many petitions popping up urging the likes of PlayStation to reverse the decision and allow cross progression at the least, which is my main point I want to drive home. While Fortnite is a free-to-play battle royale game, many players have invested a ton of money on the game, from skins to battle passes. The hardcore Fortnite player have sunk a lot of effort and cash into their accounts. It's unfair for PlayStation to lock them out of their progress on another platform, and if anything, allowing cross progression would bring players to most likely play more on PlayStation. Let's face it, I've played a few matches on the Switch myself, and it runs. It's a game that you can play, but it is not ideal. It's not the way you want to play Fortnite. Frame rate is lower than PS4's, resolution also suffers from it being weaker than its predecessors. If someone has a PS4 and a Switch like myself, they would likely use the PS4 as the main platform to play as opposed to the Switch, which at least in my case, the Switch would be an extension to my Fortnite play on my PS4. If you can hook up your PS4 Fortnite account onto your Switch, I feel most would use it when they're on the go. And for me, I was going to use my Switch version of Fortnite to log into my PS4 Fortnite account on my Epic account and be able to complete that week's challenges while I'm away from my PS4. That's how I feel most users would have used it, and they were not going to aim it for their main rig. The game is better and runs better on the PS4. That won't change. Just because I can take the Switch version wherever I want to play it doesn't mean I'm going to choose it over the PS4 version if I have the choice. It'll only make me want to play it more as I can progress on the same account when I'm away from my PS4. PlayStation is really shooting themselves in the foot with this issue and have since put out a very PR inspired statement on the outrage. This statement is likely a direct response to the outrage that we've seen in the community, but the news of PlayStation blocking cross progression has also hit the mainstream media as well, and their stock is even taking a hit as well. Speaking with BBC, they said the following, quote, "We're always open to hearing what the PlayStation community is interested in to enhance their gaming experience. Fortnite is already a huge hit with PS4 fans, offering a true free-to-play experience so gamers can jump in and play online. With 79 million PS4 sold around the world and more than 80 million monthly active users on PlayStation Network, we've built a huge community of gamers who can play together on Fortnite and all online titles. We also offer Fortnite crossplay support with PC, Mac, iOS, and Android devices, expanding the opportunity for Fortnite fans on PS4 to play with even more gamers on other platforms. A completely unsubstantial quote that doesn't address the true matter at hand. Allowing us to progress on Fortnite on Switch would enhance our experience on PS4. It'll allow for us to continue our PS4 account's progression when we're in a time or a place where we don't have a PS4. It's clear that with this statement, PlayStation cherishes that 79 million person install base on PS4 more than allowing us to have cross-console progression, and I feel a change must come soon. But most importantly, I would love to hear what you all think down here in the comments below. It's a very heated topic. I've seen a lot of people talking about on Twitter and everything, in the comment sections, on videos, and I am desperate to hear what you guys think as well down in the comments below. And make sure to also check out our description where you can find our Instagram and Twitter to follow us on there, and make sure to also subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.